Is wholesaling real estate worth it in 2024? Guys, there is a war going on in wholesaling real estate where we have one end of the spectrum telling everybody that wholesaling is dying, assignments are dead, you can't do it anymore. And then you have another side who are making more money than ever wholesaling real estate. And really, they're starting to question, is wholesaling real estate really supposed to be banned? Because everyone's making a ton of money.
Yep.
And there's been this big divide of people saying that wholesaling is just gone and dead, and there's a lot of people just doing it. A lot of people are asking themselves, is wholesaling worth it in 2024? To answer this question, the people that aren't living in fear are making more money than ever and doing well. But there's also a lot of people struggling, and we want to talk about that today.
If you guys haven't heard by now, we've talked about the great debate of wholesaling. So I have been privileged enough to massively changed my life, my family's life, his life, and tens of thousands of people I've affected it. I love wholesaling, and there's always been a certain audience and this battle with wholesaling going on. And there are a few bad apples out there that try to ruin it. For the rest of us, that you could go across all industries, teachers, cops, firefighters, like business people, you name it. And so the problem is, let's talk about the people starting in wholesaling now struggling, because that's, I believe me and Zach are the voice for these people. Now, I had incredible advantage when I started out wholesaling. I didn't have any type of restrictions. I didn't have people try to write like crazy statutes and laws. And I didn't have gurus going out there saying, you know, we're doomed, it's banned, you can't do it anymore. I get it. We're under attack. But here's the problem, guys. If you spend all your energy trying to focus on the worst case scenario, which as I shoot this video, there's still only very slight limitations in wholesaling. What I'm saying here is, if you're struggling and it's not working out for you, which I've experienced that, Zach's experienced that, and almost everyone who's ever done wholesaling has, is if you find something that you think is creating a problem for you and you're struggling, you tend to gravitate towards it. Bottom line, it winds up being an excuse. Let me give you an example. How many wholesalers tell you, I just have an oversaturated market? No, you don't. The reality is there's a lot of people doing wholesaling, but very few people do it correctly. So just rise above them and do it. Do you really need somebody else to tell you how to be the best version of yourself? We talk about, oh, is wholesaling illegal? Is it bad? And people spend time on our lives, on other people's chats and forums, just arguing, I heard so-and-so is banned. I heard so-and-so is illegal. And when you're struggling, you tend to hang on an excuse to find a reason why it's not working out. And I'm not going to go out there and give you a reason to fail in wholesaling. The fact is, wholesaling, all it is, guys, it's a word. And the word wholesaling is actually used across a lot of industries, but it's very specific to wholesaling. It's just a terminology to put a property under contract and sell your contract. Is your God-given legal right. Nobody disputes that. I'm not getting the state and federal argument on it, but the bottom line is, it's just a word. If you absolutely say worst case scenario, banned wholesaling, I'll give you 9 other ways to take any property down. So there is a certain part of the industry that wants to try to regulate, self-regulate, whatever you want to call it. The reality is, you just have to rise above. We as wholesalers are, let's just call it what it is. We're cowboys, we're entrepreneurs. Like, we accept capitalism for all it is in America. But the reality to this argument is, the last thing we want is having like a NAR industry telling us what to do, the paperwork we need to do. I believe there needs to be better paperwork, better communication, and a clear distinction between a realtor and a wholesaler. I got no problem with that. But when you start saying you can only do it this way and that way, and you got to do it my way, or you've got to take this special training. So let me get this straight. It was good enough for you to do it all the way you wanted to, and now you want to tell everyone else how to do it. And it comes back to the struggling wholesaler. You have to go through the struggle. Don't let these distractions take you out. If anything, I think it's creating more opportunities because people are just like, I can't do it anymore. So-and-so says I can't do it. Forget it. Focus on you. If you truly want to help people out and people need to sell their house quickly, help them. But I've always told people, always tell the truth, work with people. If you are a truth seeker, wholesaling is a great fit for you. All wholesalers struggle. My problem with the message out in the market now is you guys are gravitating and you're sort of like, well, wholesaling is getting banned, so now I got to stop. And stop it. Put your head forward. If you really want to do this business, if you're cut out for wholesaling, get it done. Because the reality is, if you get down to it, it's your decision. Stop listening to all the noise in the marketplace. If you want to help people out, wholesaling is 100% for you. But you guys are taking in so much information and you're being overwhelmed with it. I get it. If I was struggling too, I'd probably find a crutch and go, okay, it's getting banned, I'm going to get out. If you're going to take that attitude, that is my problem with the message going in the marketplace. And why don't we offer them opportunities to show them how to overcome it and do it? But like regulating and saying you got to take this or this training, however it's done, I think is the wrong message. And we need to find a way to communicate the fundamentals of wholesaling. The fundamentals of wholesaling has gone out the window. There's so many people just taking TikTok training and basic stuff that I know why people are confused, because the art of wholesaling is what's dying. And it's all this tricky, all these tricky contracts, these novations, these special installment contracts, all this other stuff going on. And that's why you guys are getting so confused, because wholesaling has now become such a small part of everything being out there. And it's been mixed up with all these different forms of whatever you call real estate investing. I am a true at heart wholesaler. And if you want to learn wholesaling, I think if you learn the fundamentals, it would overcome all these problems right at the bud.
Yeah. So basically to answer it, a lot of people are telling you wholesaling is banned and all these things. And I'll just give you my quick opinion and tell you if this business is worth it. I haven't had one person who has gotten attacked, fined, gone after any government agency for wholesaling real estate. You tell me wholesaling is banned in South Carolina. I start doing deals in South Carolina. I start posting checks. And then I have a plethora of hundreds of wholesalers messaging me their checks, and I post some of them. And these people are posting their checks. I actually have legit real estate attorneys that are, oh, hey, we're okay with assignments. You're all good. They sign it off to make sure you do it the legal way. But if all these attorneys are saying it's legal and fine in wholesaling, you're pretty much good to go. We see this happening in Pennsylvania. They banned wholesaling in the city of Philadelphia. People are closing them all day, every day. We see this going to happen in Pennsylvania like now. And so we all say wholesaling's banned, but then hundreds and thousands of wholesalers start closing deals in those states, and no government agencies against it because it's all legal. The one thing I will tell you, and this is the last thing I want to talk about, bans and assignments and all these things, because everyone says, is it worth it? Well, it's banned, it's dead. In every single state that has a wholesaling law, which is, they're just there to scare wholesalers. They're not here to actually ban it. They all have special exceptions so you can do assignments. For example, South Carolina, they had a law, well, technically a bill that was going to basically ban wholesaling, but they could never pass it. A bill to ban wholesaling will never, ever pass in South Carolina. But what they did was they introduced it. They said, this isn't going to pass, or I don't know what they did. And we had two senators make an amendment saying that, no, I just want to make sure everybody knows this. The assignment of contract is legally protected. You can market an assignment of contract in South Carolina. It is actually a real amendment in that law. No guru wanted to mention that because wholesaling real estate is completely legal in South Carolina. They made an amendment making sure that you can market a contract and assignments are, quote, permissible in South Carolina. That's why attorneys are okay with it. That being said, I haven't had one instance of wholesaling being banned. You can pretty much do assignments in all 50 states. In Illinois, you probably need a license. Outside of that, you're pretty much all good to go. And so the point is, you're being told wholesaling is the worst. Wholesaling is being banned. It's bad. Everything's bad because you were being sold on a course. You were being sold on some type of funding situation. You're being sold on coaching with extra steps. That's what I call it, right? And I'm not going to get into that too much, but you guys are all sheep being funneled into the slaughterhouse because they're trying to kill wholesaling. These people don't like wholesaling. They don't want you to wholesale. They want you to fix and flip houses. They want you to wholesale. They want you to do subject twos, lease options, creative financing, right? They want to stop wholesalers from wholesaling and they want to push them in their agenda course, whatever it is. And the point is, people look at wholesaling laws. It's a ban. Go buy my course instead and I'll show you how to do it. When really, wholesaling is still legal and good. I've had people tell me that, Zach, you're never going to find one person who's going to do an assignment in South Carolina. Guess what I did? I started doing assignments in South Carolina. I started posting my checks and everybody else started posting checks. So who's in the wrong here? Wholesaling is alive and well. It's not just alive and well. This is actually the best time ever to get in wholesaling real estate. We can use AI to find motivated sellers. The people following us are making more money than ever in wholesaling. You want to know the dang truth? The reason why people who earn freewholesaling.com follow us are actually making more money than ever is because they have the belief in their mind that wholesaling's fine and good. And guess what? Because they don't have the limiting belief that everything is bad. Oh no, bad, bad, bad. They have the belief that Zach and Rick said it's good and legal. My attorney says it's good and legal, and I'm going to go after it and make the most out of my life. They're making more money than ever. So the truth is wholesaling worth it? If you were following somebody who tells you wholesaling's banned, it's bad, you can't be doing it anymore, and attorneys are closing and wholesalers are closing everywhere, those type of people are trying to put you in a corner to be a fix and flipper, which has too many risks. But when you have people who follow us and the hundreds of thousands of people in freewholesaling.com that are told that you can do it, attorneys are fine with it, find a good closing title company and you're good to go. They have the belief that they can do it and they're making more money than ever compared to all these people telling you not. So the truth is wholesaling worth it? Wholesaling is only worth it if you actually believe you can do it. Without that belief, if you believe wholesaling is bad and assignments are banned, show me somewhere where assignments are banned. It's all legal. It's all good. There's not one state that has banned the assignment of contract. So yes, wholesaling is good and as alive as ever. My life has been changed by wholesaling real estate. Your life has been changed by wholesaling real estate. When we see our followers making more money than ever, I'm getting more people posting checks than ever before because we are still the only person to not accept that wholesaling is bad because I have attorneys, closing attorneys, and the law and the contract clause in the Constitution that is always going to protect wholesaling real estate to the day I die. And so, yeah, stop listening to these lies being fed to you. I've been saying this since we started on YouTube. There are lies being fed to you that you need to spend 10 grand to learn wholesaling real estate. Now, there's more lies being fed to you that wholesaling's banned. You got to buy this course. I've never heard one person say wholesaling's banned and they don't say a word. They only say it to promote something, to sell something. The truth is, wholesaling real estate is alive and it's thriving if you're willing to believe in yourself.
So guys, wholesaling has massively changed my life. I made a decision over 21 years ago and I was scared to death when I did it. And honestly, I leaned into being uncomfortable and you guys know the result that changed my life, my family, obviously Zach's. And wholesaling, like I owe everything to it. Like it literally saved me in every capacity you could imagine. And if you're wondering, hey, is wholesaling right now for me in 2024? The answer is a resounding yes. People that are scared and they don't get the facts and they just kind of grab information from the media and you're struggling, I get it. The purpose why me and Zach do this is to give you the truth and give you the resources and give you the facts and give you the correct training that doesn't cost you anything. But here's the deal is you actually have to go and do the work. If you're willing to put in the work, I have more people making money through freewholesaling.com than ever before. Why? Because they get the education, they get the facts, they do wholesaling right, and there's so many opportunities, as opposed to people who say, oh my gosh, I'm worried if it's illegal, I'm worried if it's saturated. All they will do is focus on the negative. That's fine, let them do that. Me and Zach are gonna focus on how to do wholesaling now, which is just the art of buying discounted properties. If you can learn how to locate them, how to market to them, and how to have a conversation with them, you can have exponential wealth beyond your wildest dreams. If you will commit with me and Zach and do that at freewholesaling.com, you could not be in a better time to join the wholesaling industry. You could not pick a better time to join wholesaling.
That's it, guys. This is the best time ever. The people that are not living in fear, that actually understand that wholesaling is legally protected in the Constitution, and how that not one person has been attacked for wholesaling, because the truth is wholesaling isn't banned. Like it's crazy me and Rick are the only person to say this, but it's also crazy me and Rick are the only person to tell you that wholesaling is free and we're the only ones with a free course. So this isn't the first time we've said this. If you believe in yourself, you'll make more money than ever. Every single week, I get someone that says, hey, my life's changed. I made $100,000 this month. Wholesaling real estate changed my life. I get that every week. And daily people send me checks saying, Zach, thank you so much. Because people that don't live in fear are the ones making the change. Guys, if you don't join it, make sure you go to freewholesaling.com. And like always, don't live in fear. Smash the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Guys, wholesaling real estate is 100% worth it. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.